So I would love to be able to go on more about unions, but for the sake of time, there have been dozens and dozens of massacres on American soil in the last 100 years where people who were in unions and were striking were quite literally shot back to work. And that's something that we should remember about American history. And then finally, what is the new revolution? So this idea that we are going to get government's permission to change government is asinine. The idea that government is going to co-sign on your revolutionary movement would take the revolution right out of it. And so ultimately, the new revolution, what I wrote about in my books, is a dedication to creating a better world beyond your heart beating in it. Being willing to die for your neighbor, being willing to die for your family, being willing to die for your countrymen, because ultimately, like we've been talking about from the beginning of this speech, that's what will happen. If you stare far enough in the void's going to stare back. And it's one of the reasons why people do not get politically active in this country, because they're afraid. Well, what's going to happen to my family? You know, I've got kids that are still in school. You know, what's going to happen if something happens to me?